It is time to look at what happened at the most recent episode of Evolve. A bit of an up and down episode. Not the best episode we've ever seen, but as always, Evolve delivers regardless. So the show opens with a match between Kelly Armstrong and Tyra May Steele. A bit of a sad match because neither of these women are going to be on Evolve again after this. So Kelly Armstrong is obviously going to NXT and Tyra May Steele got released. While the match itself was fine, I just struggled a bit to get into this match personally, like I said, because neither women are ever going to be on Evolve again. So that kind of sucks. It felt like a match that didn't really matter. Plus, Tyra May Steele lost, Kelly Armstrong won, so it didn't feel like, that's not how you should go out, try to push Tyra May Steele. But then again, she's not here anymore, so it's just a very weird situation to be in. So the match was good. It was just, I couldn't personally get into it. We then have a promo package of It's Gal who's going through depression. I mean, this was a funny promo. It's Gal talking about how his heart muscles are hurting or his emotional muscles are hurting. He can't, he doesn't have a partner anymore. Nobody likes him. He keeps getting attacked and it's really starting to get to him. So we're going towards I don't think it's going to be a face turn because I can't see It's Gal being a face, but a more, what would you call it? A more face leaning It's Gal where he's a bit nicer. But he's always going to be It's Gal. But whatever it is, I'm excited to see whatever this route is we're going towards. Timothy Thatcher also hires 2 new guys to be security guards. Well, he doesn't hire them. They just walk into his office and they're like, hey, we need a job. And Timothy Thatcher's like, I could use some security. I don't know who these 2 guys are, so I can't give an opinion of it. I know one of them is Tiffany Stratton's boyfriend. So good for him for finally being on Evolve. But other than that, I don't know much about them. I don't know how good they are. So we're going to see. We're going to see what they're going to do and how the security guard gimmick is going to play out. I do think there's some potential there for it though. Then we're supposed to have a match between Romeo Moreno and Starboy. But the Mog Squad, led by Max Abrams, comes out and they essentially try to recruit Starboy. But Starboy, he doesn't want to be part of it at all. He's not interested. He just wants to have a match between Romeo Moreno. Romeo Moreno tries to step in between the two, just ask the guys to go away so he can have his match. So they decide to do the rational thing and beat the shit out of Romeo Moreno. Starboy does try to get involved, and only after he tries to get involved they start attacking him, but they do stand tall at the end. I think this was good. It sets up a kind of civil war between Team ID, or civil war, because backstage Cappuccino Jones is talking to Starboy and talking to Romeo Moreno. He says they're going to set up a match next week, a 3-on-3 match, so this should be fun. Obviously down the line, I assume It's Gal is going to join them to make it a full foursome to go up against the Mog Squad, and then I don't know. I'm excited for this. I like all of these guys. Obviously, I like Cappuccino Jones, and he seems to be stepping up into that leadership role, which is a good step forward from him for just stop being the Cappuccino guy, right? And then I'm very big on Romeo Moreno. Everybody likes Starboy. And, It's Gal should probably get involved too, so we're going to see. We still need to really get into who the Mog Squad is, though, because besides Max Abrams, I don't really feel anything towards these other guys. But then again, back when the Vanity Project debuted, I didn't feel anything towards them either, so we just have to give it a few weeks. We get a promo package about Tristan Angels. Not really going to say much about that because I don't think it's going to matter in a few weeks because he went up to NXT, so didn't really matter. Can't say a lot about it. We also have a backstage sit-down interview between Lainey Luck and Wendy Chu for their upcoming Women's Championship match, and it was really a whole lot of nothing. They just showed each other some respect, didn't give any beef, didn't have any tension. Just feels like, hey, we're gonna have a match next week that happens to be for the Women's Championship. I like both girls. I think they're both great, but this promo didn't really get me excited for the match itself whatsoever. I'm sure it's gonna be good. I'm sure Wendy Chu's gonna retain. Just, not giving me a whole lot of hype for it. Also, Chewy's there, so Alex probably is pissed. Then we have a tag team match with Layla Diggs and Mason Holiday going up against Gianna Capri and Anya Ruin. And Mason Holiday finally gets her first victory, but like I said on the PWF podcast, it technically doesn't count because Layla Diggs got the pinfall victory for her team. So technically it's Layla Diggs' victory. Mason Holiday gets half a victory. But this was a fun match. Obviously it sucks that Anya Ruin lost because I'm very high on him. Damn. But obviously we are going to go to a Anya Ruin Gianna Capri type of feud because after the match Gianna Capri was really upset with Anya Ruin, so that seems to be a feud we're going towards. But I don't know where we go with Layla Diggs and Mason Holiday. As good as they are, it feels like they're kind of lost in the shuffle right now. There's no clear route for them because there's not a tag team division, and I really doubt they're ever going to bring the Women's Tag Team Championship down to Evolve, so it doesn't seem like there's a clear storyline. But I also don't want them to break up. So what do you think we should do with Mason Holiday and Layla Diggs? Because their future seems very unclear at the moment. And then in the main event, it is the triple threat match for the Evolve Men's Championship. Aaron Rourke defending his belt against Braxton, Cole, Yu, and Harlem Lewis. Brooks Jensen came to watch this match during the match. Also, Kam Hendrix and Harley Riggins were in the VIP section, so a lot of people were eyeing this match. Aaron Rourke ends up retaining his championship by pinning Braxton Cole. So yes, even though Harlem Lewis finally got a shot, he was not a decision in the result at all. So poor Harlem Lewis, man. Feels bad for him, but at the same time, I love that Harlem Lewis never gets anything done, man. It's entertaining with television. But yeah, as the match ends, Aaron Rourke is celebrating, holding his championship up high, and Kam Hendrix and Harley Riggins are about to get into the ring, and that's how we end the show. A really sick shot to end the show off. I don't know how I feel about this because Kam Hendrix is also now on NXT, so if we get a feud between Harley Riggins and Aaron Rourke, I would be really down for this because I'm high on Harley Riggins. I could see the guy going really far. So if that's what we're going for, fun. If we're going for something with Brooks Jensen, I'm just gonna tune out of the main event scene for a few weeks, man. You know, if you don't like something in wrestling, don't watch it. I don't like Brooks Jensen all that much. I'm just not gonna watch it if that's the route we're going for. I'm gonna watch Evolve, just not the main event stuff. That is. Anyway, overall, I'm gonna give tonight's show a 9 out of 10. You know, a few stuff that I didn't like Callie Armstrong versus Tyra May Steele for my own personal reasons. And some of the promo packages just didn't mean a whole lot or didn't get me any excited. But as always, Evolve wasn't bad. It was a pretty good show for what it was. Still not peak Evolve, but we're gonna get there. We just, are having a massive continuous roster overall, which kind of makes it a difficult time to get into the show. Anyway, leave a like, subscribe, because I cover NXT, Evolve, and AAA every single week. Sometimes I cover TNA, not a whole lot anymore. We're waiting for something interesting to happen there. I also have a podcast with the PWF podcast every Thursday night. So tune into that. Leave a like, subscribe, do all that YouTube things. I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye, everyone.